To tell the truth, originally I was never a fan of Shadow Dancer due to its one-hit deaths. Playing the game again for this video, I actually did enjoy myself. Shadow Dancer has you take the role of a deadly shinobi, taking out enemies with your shuriken and katana, just like in the first Shinobi game. However, this time he's brought his dog. When the dog barks towards an enemy, the player can sick the dog onto the enemy by pressing the attack button while crouching, allowing the player an opportunity to attack the enemy while it's being bitten by the dog. However, if the player takes too long to attack the bitten enemy or the enemy has a strong defense, the dog will be hurt and morph into a harmless puppy. The dog will remain a puppy until the player acquires the next time bomb or finishes the stage. Unfortunately, the dog does not appear during boss battles. The Master System received a cut-down version of the arcade game in 1991, released only in Europe and Brazil. It's actually quite nice for a much weaker system. Due to the cartridge size limitations, the game has lost quite a few of its stages. Originally, the game consisted of 2 main areas plus a boss attack. The Master System version loses one of the stage areas for each round. Your dog doesn't follow you either, but can be called upon from off-screen. Graphically, it follows the arcade version quite well, and even has some speech. Sadly, this version is even harder than the arcade game, with many cheap split-second deaths. All the home computer ports were handled by images, and for the most part, they do follow the arcade game quite well. The biggest issue, as you've guessed, are the controls. In the arcade and console games, you can jump from upper to lower areas by pushing up or down and the jump button. However, since the home computer ports use the fire button for the shurikens, the way to change planes is a little different. Now you must hold down the fire button and push up. To get down, you hold down the fire button and push down. This sounds easy enough, but can cause issues when the area gets busy, often resulting in a cheap death. The Amiga version looks pretty much the same as the ST version, but with a much better improved use of color. It also feels pretty much the same, but the audio is a vast improvement, or at least the music is. The sound effects on the other hand are way too quiet. Both this and the ST version offer a challenge but are nowhere near as tough as the Master System or arcade versions. Instantly, the lack of background music takes away a lot from a game, and as a result, playing the Spectrum version is quite a laborious task. The game controls well enough, but there's no excitement in the way it looks or sounds. I know the system is limited, but still, I think this could have been a little better. The Amstrad CPC version is basically the same as the Spectrum version, but now with much more colour. The gameplay is a little slower however, which doesn't help an already dull experience. The C64 version actually looks better than the Amstrad and Spectrum versions. Check out that parallax scrolling. Sadly, the game is horrible to play thanks to it being way too difficult. Such a shame too, as this could have been one of the great 8-bit ports. When the Mega Drive version of Shadow Dancer was released, it received very negative reviews, mainly because it wasn't based upon the arcade game, and as an original game, it wasn't as good as the Super Shinobi. But that doesn't make it a bad game. As an original entry into the Shinobi series, this is an excellent ninja game, featuring fast challenging gameplay, although those one-hit deaths are still present.